welcome back to Read and Roam. I'm your host, Kaylin, and today I'm going to be showing you how I plan on keeping track of all the books that I've read and also all the books that I bought in the year 2025 using a Libib Pro account on Libib's website. In case you're not familiar with what Libib does, they are a cataloging and circulation app and website where you can scan in all your books, board games, movies, music, and video games. And I will be leaving a link in the description box down below if you would like to learn more about Libib or Libib Pro. All the features and all that jazz will be in that link. I have used Libib for quite some time, and how I used to have my collections set up under my Libib account was like year reads, so like 2019 reads, 2020 reads, so on and so forth. And last year I decided to batch edit and tag the items, batch move them over to one giant collection of all the books that I've read. However, this year I want to resort back to using one collection for the year, so then that way I can track what I've read and also track what I've bought. So first up, this is what my giant collection looks like of all the books that I have read. However, I haven't created a collection for this year, so I'm just going to walk you through the process from start to finish of creating a collection, adding the items, and then also showing you how I'm going to keep track of the book purchases in that amount. We're going to go over here to add collection. So as you can see under my add collection, I have 15 out of the 100 collections used. I'm going to go over here and type in my title, which is going to be 2025 book. And I can change my language. There's also published collection, and that will allow you to copy and paste the published URL, and you can copy and share with your friends, showcase what you're reading, all the books you bought, all that fun jazz. I'm going to add collection. And my collection has been added. So I'm gonna go over back to the library, click that, and we are now in 2025 books. It is blank, so let's get to add in some books. I'm gonna go over here to add items, and there are 3 ways that I can add items into Libib on the website. We have search, which allows you to search by the ISBN number or by title keywords. And if you have a physical barcode scanner, this is where you would scan in your books. There's also manual entry for those items that don't have ISBNs, where you can add in those items there. And there's also CSV import, which if you have a CSV file, you can upload it here. But we're gonna go back to search because I'm gonna search up the books that I have read so far this year. I'm gonna go down here, 2025 books, select item type. There's books, board games, movies, music, and video games, but this is a book. I can go down here for search for book. I'm gonna do Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Whoop. 16, because this was an ebook that I did check out from the library, so I don't have a physical copy, so I'm just going to search for these 2 titles. So I'm going to scroll down, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Big Shot, book 16. So I'm going to click add item, and the item has been added to my collection. I can also delete item, I can view and edit it, but we are going to scroll back up to search for more Diary of the Wimpy Kid books. Whoop. Wimpy Kid, number 17. Oh, I definitely spelled Wimpy wrong. Let's see if it shows up. Okay, perfect. It's the first search result. So I'm going to also add item, and the item has been added to our collection. I'm going to go back up over here to library and click that. And as you can see, the Diary of the Wimpy Kid books have been added to this collection. So Libib also offers an app that you can download and scan books in as well, so you don't need a barcode scanner. So I'm going to go to 2025 books collection, and I'm going to scan this barcode in. This is a book that I purchased this year. So I'm going to scan. And as it has been added, I'm going to refresh the page. And ta-da! Horror Store is in there. So it is a cloud-based service, so it syncs across the website and app. So now that it is in there, we can get to editing our items. So first up, we're gonna edit Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Big Shot. And this is how I plan on keeping track of my reading in 2025. So when I click on the item, it has a bunch of stuff at the top. We have edit, details, move, delete. Here's the item. Scroll down, you can read the description, their status and copies. We'll get back to that at another time. But we're gonna go up here to edit. So now that I'm in the edit item section, I can edit the title, authors, description, publishers, date, price, if I want to change the cover image. There's also additional fields. This is a Libib Pro feature only. I could add in a URL, and then I could also add the format. So this is an ebook, and I'm gonna hit save. And I'm going to go back up here to edit since I saved that. You can also edit the catalog information and my favorite, which is tags, notes, group. So under tags, I'm going to do 2025 reads. I'm also going to comma, and it's also a library read. So I have the library tag, and I don't want to put any notes or groups. So I'm going to hit the save button again. And the item has been successfully saved. And you can see the tags right here underneath where it says copies. I'm also going to go back up to details. And details allows you to review the item. So I can put in a star rating. This one was like a 3.5 out of 5 stars for me. This book was good. I can also create a status, which is abandoned, not begun, in progress, or completed. I already completed this book. I can add the begin date, the completed date, and I can save. Now the item has been saved. So now that we're back in my collection, I'm going to show you the way that I will be keeping track of my purchases in 2025 with my 2025 books collection. So I'm going to go down to Horror Store. I do want to go up here to edit, and then I'm going to scroll down the edit item where it says price. This book was $16.99, and I'm going to hit save, and our item has been saved. Now what I'm going to do is go over to the dashboard section. And the dashboard section will give you basic stats, lending stats, and patron stats for Libib Pro. I can select all collections, or I can select an individual collection. So I've selected my 2025 books collection. It shows that there's 3 total copies, 3 total unique items. All those items have been added in January of 2025, and it will show them by year. I can scroll down to total copies by item type. This only says book for right now, but when you add like movies or video games, board games, if you add those items into this collection, that's where it's going to show different parts of the graphs. Like, oh, you have a big collection of books, but then you have like a little small section of movies. That will change there. But the most important thing that I'm excited about is pricing summary for all copies. So down here, I can hover over it and it says $16.99. Obviously, this is the first book purchase, so this number is going to grow. But then I can also go under all collections and I can compare this to be like, oh, I bought this much in books this year and then my video game collection only costs that much, or X, Y, and Z if I want to compare and contrast. But it shows you how much everything has cost in that collection. So keeping track of my book buying habits in 2025. So I'm going to scroll back up, go over to library, and that's kind of it. I haven't read much yet this year, and I have purchased 1 book. So anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below, how do you keep track of your yearly reads or books that you purchased in a year? Let me know. Anyways, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for a new bookish video.